I have a question for you, Walter.
Talk to me.
I apologize if this is a sensitive subject, but I just noticed on your left hand that you're missing a finger.
Oh, damn it! I dropped it again.
Yeah.
Look, if you find any cushion, mail it to me.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, let me know.
Well, we told the alligator story.
Yes, exactly. We did. Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I found a gun in my house. I thought it was a toy. It was a Derringer. You know, Derringers
wow.
like those little small guns.
Derringers
like
are cool.
bullets. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool unless you're 4 years old and you don't know what you're doing.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So found a Derringer, and my sister and I argued about it because we thought it was a cap gun, and we were trying to shoot each other. The safety was on it, and then I took it from my sister. You know, guarantee her I was gonna fix it and just be patient, and you know, we'll shoot it in a moment. My sister went and told my mother on me. Mom, Walter took the gun from me. My mother said, "What gun?" And at that point, I pulled back the safety, pulled back the latch on it, and it wouldn't go back down. And I thought I'd broken it, and I was trying to fix it, and I just pulled the trigger, and it went off in my hand, and I lost my finger. Yeah,
Damn.
Shattered the bone at 4 years old, if anybody finds it, if you let me know.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't fit anymore.
It wouldn't fit. I don't know. It kind of be weird.
Yeah.
But I can't say that it was a problem. Actually, it was a benefit in some ways. I wasn't able to learn to type because the teacher didn't want to give me extra attention. I wasn't able to go to the military because you can't lose two digits, two joints. You can't lose two joints and be in the military.
Yeah.
So
I think I heard of that.
because I almost went to the Air Force.
I was in the Air Force for a couple
look
years.
at that. They were like, sorry, son, you can't join the military. You're missing two joints. I was like, but what? I mean, it's not stopping me. But I wasn't able to, not type. I tried to learn piano, but it was difficult. And guitar was difficult. I needed a left-handed guitar. But it did keep bullies away. Because oddly enough, the girls loved the fact that I was missing a finger. They'd come up to me in class and go, "Excuse me, somebody told me that you're missing a finger." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And they were like, "Can I see it?" And I would go, "Yeah." And I'll put my hand out on the table, and they would reach down to touch it. And then I'd move it, and they go, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you can touch it." And they would touch it, and they were like, "Oh, that feels cool." And then they were intrigued. But the boys were like, "No, man, get that away from me. No, man, hell no."
Yeah,
no.
it's catching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they want to catch the missing fingers. So one time I was walking to school, and at that point when I was younger, we had safety boys. I think, they would have different kids that would volunteer to help people walk across the street.
And they get the little strap.
And they got the little orange belt, right? So this kid was probably a problem child and was a bully, and they thought, well, we'll give him a duty, and that might help him. So here I am, late for school, and I'm walking. I get to this intersection. I got to walk across the street, and I'm looking up and down, and there's no traffic coming. And I start walking across the street. Well, the kid goes, "Hey, I didn't tell you could walk across the street. Get back over there." And I'm like, "Bro, there's no car. What are you doing?" And it's wintertime in Detroit. I'm wearing gloves, right? So I'm standing there, and he's like, "All right, you can go now." So as we walk across the street, I fix my glove, I close my hand, and that middle finger is sticking straight up, right? So he sees it, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I left my hand up," and he goes, "Oh, yeah?" And I'm like, "Oh, I realize now he thinks I'm flicking him off." And he walks over, and he goes, "Apologize." I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm trying to get to school. He's like, "You better apologize. I won't hurt you." And I was like, "What?" And I know there's nothing there. It's not going to hurt. He grabs it. He starts bending it all over the place. It's like he's trying to break my fingers. Like, "Say you're sorry." And I'm like, stop it. Yeah. Oh my God, what are you doing? Stop it. He's like, "Say you're sorry." And finally, I just stop moving. And I go, "I'm not saying anything." He goes, "What?" And he goes harder at it. He's going at it.
Jesus.
He's trying to hurt me. And he goes, "How come that won't hurt you?" And I take off my glove, and I go, "Because I got the 4 fingers of death." And I put it on his neck, and he's like, "Get it off me! Stop it!" This kid never bothered me ever again.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But I had seen an old martial arts movie where the master lost a finger, and he strengthened it or whatever, and they called him the 4 fingers of death. So I had the idea.
Rang a bell. Yeah.
Right? 4 fingers of death.
4 fingers of death.
And I put it on his neck, and he never bothered me again.
Yeah, the 4-finger death hold or something like that. That's pretty cool.
like that, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So now if you see me walking around in the wintertime and I have my hands closed, if that finger's sticking out, I'm not trying to flick you off. I'm just missing a finger. That's all.
That's right.
I think eventually I learned to take that little finger sticking down in the glove. Yeah. So people didn't notice the missing finger so much when I was on Power Rangers, and we wore gloves. And so we did wear the suits occasionally, take off our helmets, and do like different shots like that. And so I would have that little finger stuck down in the glove, so it wasn't as noticeable and like just kind of hanging and flicking around. I recall
I don't
doing
think
it.
everybody ever noticed that.
Well, people didn't. Like even today, people were like, "You're missing a finger." I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like,
Yeah.
"When did that happen?" I was like, "Oh, it was 4." But really, I'm like, I watched all your episodes. I never noticed it. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I was older than 4.
Yeah, I was older than 4, exactly. So it's all good.
Did they ever try and work that into a story on Power Rangers regarding your finger?
No, and they never brought attention to it. It wasn't, and I probably wouldn't have wanted them to.
Yeah, why bother?
I didn't need that to be, part of the story.
Yeah,
But like, he's the 4-finger ranger. That would kind of been kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I'll pass.
Yeah, I'll pass. It's fine.
Yeah.
And no,
There's the 4-footed cat.
but it's interesting now. A 4-footed cat. Yeah, I saw him. It's interesting now that people will walk up to me and they'll be like, "Wait, are you the Black Ranger?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And they're like, "Let me see your left hand."
Oh, like proof.
Yeah,
That way you don't
it's on
not just some
IMDb
other-
or it's on something. They're like
Oh, okay.
missing a finger on his left hand. Let me see your hand. I'm like, they're like, "It is him."
Yeah.
That's him. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool calling card.
Right.
Sort of upside down
Exactly. I'm
compliment.
like, okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm me.
That's me. It's me.
Oh, that's cool.